everybody, today I'm going to be doing my November TBR. You know it's November when? Oh yeah guys, it's Christmas time. Well, technically Christmas is in like another 2 months, but it's fine. Let's celebrate a little bit early and then celebrate it again at the end of this month, then celebrate it again at the beginning of December, and then celebrate it again at the end of December. Anyways guys, I haven't done a TBR in quite a while because I've been all over the place doing traveling, writing books, training Fraser, running my bookmark shop. You know, it's been a while since I've done a proper TBR. What better way to start off the season than starting it off right with lots of good books? Okay, so my TBR isn't huge this month because I am doing NaNoWriMo. Well, kind of half doing it, kind of I need to do it because I actually need to get a book done within the next month, so it just happens to fall within the NaNoWriMo time frame of write a book in 1 month. Even though Lindsay and I already have 45,000 words of Zenith 2 written, you know, we still have another like 50,000 left to go, maybe even more. The end's not in sight, guys. It's never in sight. But we're having fun writing it, and that's what matters. So because of NaNoWriMo and having to write a good portion of a book within the next month, the reading list won't be too large because I'll be reading my own writing more than I'm gonna be reading somebody else's. But I have 3 really exciting books that I cannot wait to jump into, so let's get started with it. Okay, so the first, oh my god, Fraser just got back from a 3-week intensive training camp, and he is like a totally different dog, but he still has the same mannerisms where he tries to bury a toy, and then when he doesn't succeed, he looks to you to kind of help him with that issue. So you're supposed to bury the toy for him, and I don't do that, and he gets mad, so. But I'm glad I have my Bubba back. I missed him. Like, I'm not joking, I really did miss him. I missed him so much, I drew a creepy portrait of him. This is not normal, and it's really bad, and it's really creepy, but some reason I still hang it up in my room. I love you, Fraser, so much. Anyway, so let's get into the TBR. So the first book I plan on reading and actually have started reading is The Madness Underneath. This is by Maureen Johnson, and it's part of her Shades of London series. I think it's more than 3 books. I think it's a couple of books. And let me tell you, I read the first book in the series about a year ago, and I was obsessed with it. Her books, and just her writing in general, are so freaking hilarious. She is such a witty author. She creates such compelling and funny characters, and I actually have found myself literally LOLing so many times. Like on the airplane, I was like snickering to myself, and the guy next to me was like, good book, and I was like, heck yeah. So yeah, you know, I just love her books. So this one, I'm not gonna tell you the summary of because I do not want to spoil you guys, but the first book pretty much covers a story of Jack the Ripper has come back from the dead and has been killing people in London. Dun dun dun! But actually, Jack the Ripper is not what we think he is. And this book follows the story of Rory, who moves from Louisiana to London to go to prep school. And it's about her and the friend she meets there and a mysterious band of strangers coming together to figure out who Jack the Ripper is before he can get his next victim. It is such an amazing book series. I am just so obsessed with the storyline, and it's a really fun, easy read as well. So that's why I decided to pick it up for the beginning of the month, just so I can have some lightheartedness while writing the despair of Zenith 2. I'm kidding, guys. Zenith 2 is not all full of despair. There's some happy points in it too. It's fun. Also, guys, just a little self-promotion thing right now. Go and pre-order Zenith, link down below. Love you. Okay, guys, so TBR has been extended to 1 more book because I totally forgot that I am reading one of my best friends in the universe's books this month, and I'm so freaking excited. It's called Cloaked in Shadows by Benjamin Alderson, and I am so freaking proud of him for creating this amazing book. Let me just say a few things that'll already make you want to read this book. So there's magic, there's an amazing gay elven romance, and a crazy plotline that'll make you want to read this book ASAP. And Cloaked in Shadows comes out in December, so also go pre-order that down below because I'm so freaking proud of Ben, and I cannot wait to read this book because I've been waiting for this book for so long. Okay, so the next book is the second book in a series that Reagan and I have been chosen to use for our book club book of the month. We read the previous book in this series last year, and it's time to go and follow up with a sequel. And so the previous book was called The Diabolic, and this one is called The Empress by S.J. Kincaid. I loved the first book. I thought it was such an amazing science fiction novel, and even if you're not a huge fan of science fiction, give it a shot. It is so amazing. So since I don't want to spoil you guys on this book, I'm gonna give a little summary about the first book. And we were working with Simon Teen to bring you guys this lovely novel for the book club, so thank you, Simon Teen, for partnering up with us. We are so freaking excited. So The Diabolic is about a humanoid person known as Nemesis, and she is known as the Diabolic, whose main job is to protect the person that they've been created for. And Nemesis is named for Sidonia, and she is one of the Galactic Senator's daughters. And they've grown up together, but they are not exactly sisters because Nemesis is made to protect Sidonia. But when a power-mad emperor learns that Sidonia's father is participating in a rebellion, he decides to go and summon Sidonia to his court. But instead of Sidonia going, Nemesis nemesis goes in her place. So she is caught up in a web of political intrigue and craziness, and it is such an amazing book. And it definitely takes on a very unique perspective that I never knew that I would fall in love with, but I definitely did. So the link to The Empress, it will be down below along to the book club link, so definitely go and join us on this book for this month because we are so excited to go and read it with you guys. And lastly is a book I've been wanting to get to and read for a couple months now since I got the ARC copy of it, and that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I don't think I've actually ever read a Holly Black book before, but I've been wanting to for so long, especially ever since she read the first chapter of this book about 2 years ago, and I fell in love with the first chapter then and there, and I wanted to read the book ever since. So this book follows the storyline of Jude, and she was 7 years old when her parents were killed, and she was whisked away to the high court of the fairy. And 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more but to belong a part of the fairy, despite her morality. But there's kind of an issue when most of the fairy despise humans, and that includes Prince Carden, who is the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. And to find her own place at court, she must defy him and face the consequences. And in doing so, she gets caught up in the web of palace intrigues and deceptions, and she manages to find out her own capacity for bloodshed. But as civil war threatens to drown the fairy court, it's all up to Jude to save the fairy and save her sisters as well. I love everything that has to do with fae and fairies, and I always find it very interesting the different ways that authors go and loop them into their own storylines. So I'm so excited for this month. I'm really ready to get into reading and just enjoy some cold weather because it's still not that cold here, so come on Boston, hurry up. It needs to be a little bit chillier than it is right now. So in the comments down below, please let me know what are some books you're looking forward to reading this month. I would love to know. And if you want to check out any of these books and read them with me this month, I'll be linking them all down below as well. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!